Howdy guys and gals, I'm Kyle Broderick, also known as the Social Regressive, and we are out here in a massive field today with Kedrick and with Kyle Tate, and we're going to be taking some mile shots today. We are not taking out the mile project rifle that we're working on. We still have lots to do to that to get it in shape, but we have two rifles that are totally squared away and ready for this. We have their ballistics ready to go. We have the CMMG Mark III DTR2 in 6.5 Creedmoor with a Bushnell HDMR2 on top. That one is shooting 140 grain BTHP match bullets. The other rifle that Kyle is going to be shooting is going to be the Savage Stealth Evolution in 6.5 Creedmoor. And that one's shooting the same rounds essentially. They're moving out a little bit faster from that barrel. It's just what that barrel liked. Probably about another 100 feet per second or so. But both of those rifles should be totally able to make this shot today. The target that we have right here is a shootsteel.com 30 by 40 inch gong. This is AR500 3/8 and it weighs 130 pounds. It is gigantic. When the bullets hit, it's not even gonna move this thing, I bet. It's just gonna stay totally still and just splatter. The bullets are going to be well subsonic. They'll have hit the transonic barrier at somewhere around 1,500, 1,550 yards, and they're gonna be subsonic for the last 200 to 300 yards of travel hitting this. The distance we've actually lased out to 1,767.7 yards from this point, so we are definitely just slightly above a mile. So all our calculations should work out really well. We're up on the side of a hill, and if you take a look way back that way, Kyle Tate is actually mowing a strip so that we're not looking through grass or accidentally clipping grass on the way up here, but we have a great big valley in front of us. This is good and bad for a couple things. First off, we are going to get a clear field of view all the way up to the target, but we're also probably not going to get any mirage just because of how deep this valley is below us. We might get a little bit up close. Thankfully, today we have just optimal conditions. We're talking about 3 to 4 mile an hour winds projected for today, and feeling it, I've got to agree, maybe it's gusting as high as 5. Very, very low today. In order to see our hits, because these tiny little bullets are not going to make much of an impact here on the ground, we are using this. This is the Bullseye long-range camera from SME, and this is a long-range camera in a box. It has a little camera built into it, power pack, and what you do is you connect to this with your phone or tablet or whatever kind of other Wi-Fi device you might have, and right out here, this is the remote antenna. This is a Wi-Fi router that when this is switched on, it's gonna send our signal way down to our setup area, and then we'll have a base station at the other end picking up this signal. This allows us to really concentrate that signal, make it more of a linear shot down there, and yeah, it should be able to send the data just fine. To protect the unit, of course, we got the router and antenna off to the side, and then we have an AR500 steel plate to protect the camera itself. We'll see how this all works out. You might be wondering how we figured out the distance from our target back to our shooting position. This right here, this is just one of those little standard safety jackets with some reflective tape on the outside, but I think what really got the bounce, and this is what worked before, is that tiny little postage stamp right there. You would not believe how much infrared light this thing bounces back. We're using the Nikon Monarch 3000 stabilized rangefinder. Again, I wasn't propped up against anything, I was just holding it and then shooting this direction. It did take a little while, but yeah, after maybe about like 20 tries, got a bounce off here. So yeah, we're right at about 1,767 yards to this point. I think we might move up just a little bit, but yeah, we got the distance. Spotter is ready. You have about a 5 mile an hour wind from the right, constant. You're in good shape. Did not see. Let me check the target camera. Okay, yeah, target camera is clean. Did not see.
In this first string with the Savage Evolution, we didn't get any impacts. We didn't even get close. Like usual, we couldn't tell because the ground was just wet enough that we couldn't see dust, and just dry enough that we couldn't see mud splatters. In the past, our bullets have struck low. Hornady seems to produce very consistent bullets, but let's just say optimistic ballistic coefficients. Listen to this. We're definitely striking in front of the target. Let's move on to the CMMG when we finally saw some dust kicked up.
All right, spotter is ready.
Shooter's ready.
Did not see. Checking target camera. Target is clean.
Okay.
Bring it up 1 extra milliradian. Hold off 7. Hold up 7 instead of 6.
Okay.
Aha, I saw that. There we go. Okay, bring it up. 1. Bring it up another 1.5 milliradians. You are gonna hold an extra 8.5 milliradians. 0 your wind.
So was the wind good?
No. Get rid of your wind. Totally zero it out.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Ready. Send it. Did not see. Checking target camera. Target is clean. Use that same firing solution. 8.5 milliradians of elevation. 0 wind. Send it. Real quick, one more. Did not see that one.
Should we add some wind back in, or is it
No.
changing? Is it changing directions?
Yeah, the wind is changing directions. Keep 0 wind, and this time, go ahead and do that 7. Hold off 7 elevation. Okay, return to 8.5. Keep your wind zeroed out. Send when ready.
I'm seeing a mirage from the right.
Yes, I am seeing a right mirage. I'm also seeing some floating spider webs, but I'm seeing some moving left to right sometimes. Just keep it zeroed. Okay, elevation is perfect. Come left 2 milliradians.
Woo!
Don't adjust your scope. Use the reticle.
Sending.
Come left 2 milliradians.
Sending.
Fire when ready.
Sending. Oops.
Same solution. One more shot.
Is that 8.5 right?
Yep.
Correct.
8.5 up, 2 right. Just below it. Come up 0.3 milliradians higher than you were. So we're looking at 8.8. Do the exact same wind hold, 2 milliradians. I'm checking target camera. Still clean, but we are darn close. Do that same thing. 8.8, 2 milliradians left.
You mean right? Right? No. Oh, golly. Yeah. Agreed. What you said.
Okay. Did not see. One more.
I'm out.
Sorry.
Okay.
Here you.
Impact.
What?
We have an impact.
Woohoo!
That one is definitely not a fly.
Hollow points.
Lower left.
Yeah, doggy.
Woo!
Yeah. So we're giving it at least 2 milliradians of extra elevation, and on about almost 2, right?
Yeah, so that was 29.8. We were holding.
9. So
So-
if I went to 9 milliradians of elevation on the reticle, thank you, sir.
Yeah, let me see how big a difference that is. Yeah, go to 9. 9 for elevation. And hold off 2.2. Did not see. Checking target camera. Nothing new to report. Same hold. Send it again.
I flinched.
All right, why don't you reduce your wind to 2 flat? Keep that same height. 9 extra milliradians.
Oh.
Or I guess 9 total. Sorry, what was that?
9 in the reticle.
Yeah, okay, 9 in the reticle. Hold off 2 for wind. Wind is steady, send it. Did not see. No new impact. Wait. Yes, there is an impact.
Woohoo!
There must be. It's swinging pretty wildly. You must have hit it at the bottom.
Or the wind's picking up. I'm gonna do that again.
Do it.
And again.
Didn't see. All right. It is 2:05. We better cut it off here. Spotter is ready.
Kedrick raised his point of aim over 3 milliradians to get on target. With that adjustment in mind, we switched back to the Evolution for the final shots before we needed to pack up. Watch for flying dirt.
Did not see. Checking target camera. Clean.
Send same.
Yep. Keep that same. Actually, bring it up slightly. Bring it up like 0.2, an extra 0.2 elevation.
Got it.
Send it. Did not see. Checking target camera. No new impact. Send when ready.
That was dirty.
Did not see.
We were right in there. We just couldn't see it. Next time we head out, we'll have a better dope for both scopes. We'll also figure out Coriolis adjustments, since Coriolis and Spindrift actually defeated the effects of the wind this time out. The wind was coming from the right, but we were actually aiming left of the target to make hits.
Okay, how many we got? Oh, he's right. See, I didn't believe him. I need to stop doubting him. So that was mine, and we suspect that these two may have been yours, Tate.
Oh, I thought you hit it twice.
Oh, well.
Either way, we did it.
Yay!
You know what? We didn't let Broderick shoot.
Kyle didn't get two.
Whoops. That's a long ways.
That is a long way. Where is it? There we go. It's like I can't even find the patch of trees we were standing next to or shooting from.
See. Oh, it's a small patch to the left of the big patch. See the white target on the tree?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we were looking in the wrong spot. I'm zoomed in all the way. I can't zoom the camera in any further. Oh, holy cow! All right. So let me see. Notes on ballistics. So when we were making contact, we were going with all the ballistic calculations plus
3 mil radians.
3 mil radians extra. And the wind was kind to us.
I feel like we've noticed that before, that whatever our charts say at these longer distances, we're having to figure out how much more on top of that.
It's like maybe the ballistic coefficient on those is not quite what it says it is. But
so if we remembered last time we were all together what we had to raise at 1275, and then with this we could probably do a simple calculation and correct that ballistic coefficient for what actual life is. Similar temperatures, a little warmer last time.
It's pretty nice today. But yeah, we've been suspecting for a long time. Well, like Kyle's been suspecting for a long time that ballistic coefficient is not. It's good, but it's not as good as it says it is. So, all right. But hey, 1 full mile, 1,760 yards. Yeah, maybe plus a couple extra.
There you have it, folks. 3 impacts. I'm going to have to go back through the footage to see who hit what. You guys already know because you've been watching my edited video. I'm really curious to see. I know that 2 of those were Kedrick's, and we're going to see if that last one was Kyle's. Yeah, all the rifles did a really good job. We had very good weather today. As usual, Hornady ballistic coefficients are just a little bit off. It seems like every time we go out with Hornady stuff, the ballistic coefficients are just a little bit optimistic. So we're going to have to work our way back a little bit, see if we can figure out exactly what's going on. At least we know where the CMMG is hitting at that distance, and maybe the Savage as well. Thanks a bunch to the people that made this possible. Thanks to the guest shooters, Kedrick and Kyle. Thank you to my wife and kids for letting me take off on a Saturday. Yeah, and thanks a lot to the patrons of the Destructive Arts, especially Peter, 300 Win Mag patron, and the new Sportsman's Guide, 338 Lapua Magnum. Thanks a lot, you guys. Keep watching. We're going to get into that project rifle, taking on this distance yet again, and who knows what the conditions will be like. These were optimal. Maybe when we take the Savage out, might not be so easy. We'll see how it goes. See you around, guys.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Even if you didn't like this particular content, go ahead and subscribe. There's probably something coming that's more up your alley. Check out this playlist right here. This is going to have videos in a similar vein to what you just watched. These 2 videos we cherry-picked for you. And finally, The Social Regressive is on Patreon. So, you can become a patron of the Destructive Arts and earn some goodies while helping us to provide high-quality videos just by kicking us a few bucks a month. Thanks a bunch for your patronage.